Hey, this is Zach Bagans from Ghost Adventures, and you are listening to the Ghost Host Sophia Temperilli on liveparanormal.com.
Today we are having on Dakota Laden. He is an accomplished filmmaker, screenwriter, director, actor, featured on Travel Channel's Ghost Adventures for his spot-on parodies of the series. He has become a YouTube sensation with them, and now is the most recent member of the Ghost Adventures crew. Dakota was on the show in the past to promote his documentary, A Trail to Terror, and let everyone know about his music video release with musician Brock Berrigan. Everyone visit Dakota Laden on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Dakota Laden, at Trail to Terror, YouTube, short films with 2 Z's, 1, 2, 3, trail2terror.com. Let's bring Dakota back on.
Yeah, thank you for coming on today.
Yeah, of course. It's always fun to be on this show.
Definitely. It's always great having you. So to start off, congratulations on being the latest member of the Ghost Adventures crew. Can you walk us through the moment you realized that you were an official member of the GAT crew?
Yeah, Zach actually called me when I was like 20 years old. Actually, no, when I just had turned 21, and he invited me to a shoot of Ghost Adventures in Utah just to help with camera and all that stuff. And so I showed up to that shoot. It was the Asylum 49, the episode where they went back to Asylum 49. And we shot the episode. Everything went really smooth. It was awesome. I had a blast. And then the day we finished filming, Zach pulled me aside and just said, like, hey, we're doing another episode in Utah in 2 days. Do you want to stay and shoot that one as well? And then I was like, yeah, that sounds awesome. And so I shot that second episode, and everything went smooth. It was great. You could just tell I got along like really well with everybody, and they really like embraced me. And then after that second episode, Zach kind of pulled me aside again and just asked me, do you want to be full-time with the Ghost Adventures? I'm like, yeah, of course I do. That sounds awesome. So ever since then, I think I've done like 30 episodes now for them.
Well, it's definitely amazing seeing you a part of the crew. Was there any kind of a party when you first joined the crew, or just a wrap for your first season as a part of the crew?
There was no party or anything, but it was just it was a lot of fun. I mean, it was fun. I was like the new young guy, so just them breaking me in and preparing me for what was about to happen and all that. But it's always kind of a fun time on those shoots, so there's always a party.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I see your videos on Snapchat, which it looks like a lot of fun. It looks like you guys are able to like kind of hang out and play a lot. When you're traveling to location. And I see you guys play Xbox on the way there. I don't know how you guys get internet while you're traveling.
Yeah, we recently started playing Call of Duty. We try to do that, like whenever we're not filming or in between shoots, we'll all link up online. Because I'm in Minnesota and they're in Vegas. Billy and Zach and I play. And we have some fun with that recently. It's a fun game.
Yeah.
I don't usually play video games.
You guys play zombies?
It's funny. They haven't played it yet. I haven't played it with them, but I've tried zombies. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, I love zombies, especially the Black Ops 2 one.
Yeah, I never got into like video games or anything. I just never really had the time to even think about it. But once Call of Duty, the new game, came out, I was like, oh, this is kind of a fun little break from thinking about things.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the war mode's pretty cool. So definitely a very cool break on the off time from filming, because I know filming can get a little intense while out there. Can you tell us what was like your most intense or scariest moment while filming?
I've had so many scary moments filming, especially at Zach's museum. That one was one that really sticks out just because I had like a physical attack. It was a special, a Halloween special, so instead of filming there for like 3 to 4 days, we filmed there for like 6 to 7 days. So we were in his museum every day, all day, and it just really got to you because there's so much dark stuff at that museum. But recently, on the last episode we just filmed, the one that we just got done filming, I can't say where it was or what the location was, but I will say that it was it was woods. It was in the woods. It was terrifying. Like, the history of this place is so brutal, so scary. And I went into the woods alone one night just to get a couple creepy shots for the episode, because I do some, like, the B-roll stuff, too. And I didn't have anything, like, scary happen, but it was, like, the first time I went into the woods to get that B-roll, nighttime B-roll. And I literally said to my camera, like, I'm only going to be in here for 2 minutes. I'm getting a couple shots and I'm out of here. Sorry, I can't do this. I was so scared. But, yeah, it's always scary. Everywhere we go is scary. So it is nice to have the light, fun moments to kind of not think about the scary stuff.
For sure. And speaking of light, fun moments, I know that you originally met Zach and the crew when you won a contest with your parody of Ghost Adventures. Can you tell us a little bit about what made you want to enter and what you think made Zach choose you out of all the submissions?
Yeah, I mean, I had originally just been a fan of the show. I was making YouTube videos every Tuesday for a couple of years at this point. And me and Tanner, my buddy I film with, would always watch Ghost Adventures, like, on our off time. And after, I think they were on, like, season 2 of Ghost Adventures, and we had finished, we binge-watched it before Netflix was out. So we literally sat there, I think, for, like, 2 days and watched every episode of every season so far. And after we had done watching it, we're like, you know, should we make a spoof of this? Like, we'd already kind of came up with some funny little spoof jokes, and we're like, yeah, I mean, maybe, but they're only on, like, season 2, and, like, usually when people on YouTube spoof people or things, it's, like, Justin Bieber. At the time, it was, like, Justin Bieber, the Jonas Brothers, like, the big major. But we're like, you know what, this is, like, let's just do it. And so we wrote the spoof. It wasn't, like, to make fun of Ghost Adventures or anything, because we were big fans. It was more of just us having fun with it, almost, and so we did a spoof. Zach really liked it, and they ended up posting it on their Facebooks and Twitters. We did a couple more spoofs. And then for the question of, like, why Zach chose me, I don't know. I think maybe he just saw that I was so young. I was, like, 14 when I started the spoofs, and I'd already been putting out videos for a couple of years on YouTube, and I was doing them every Tuesday. So he might have just saw, like, just that I was working hard and that it was a real passion for me in filmmaking, because pretty much immediately after I met him on the first Ghost Adventures shoot when I was 16, he pulled me aside again right there and just gave me his phone number and was like, hey, man, like, let's talk when you get back home. I got back home. I ended up linking up with him, and he just, from that point on, would just give me, like, really good advice on just my future and just me growing as a filmmaker. Sometimes there's things that come up, contracts that come up, things that I wasn't used to that he probably had seen every day at that time. And he would just give me really good advice and help me out. And then, yeah, just a good, like, mentor, really.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I met him while I was filming the Queen Mary episode, and it's such an amazing crew of guys. I mean, they're so welcoming and so nice. And I know one of the questions I got a lot was, what are they like off camera? Because I know that they're very serious when investigating, and, you know, they go into some pretty intense moments. But what is it like, you know, working with them off camera?
Yeah, like, off camera is the same. If we're on location and filming at a haunted location, we stay pretty serious just out of respect even for the spirits who are there, just to take it seriously. But we all, like, off camera, when we're not on location, we're still serious about it. Like, we still talk about what has, you know, the investigation and this episode and what's going on at these locations. But when we're not at location, we do like to goof around and just have fun and not think about things. But for the most part, like, on location, it's very serious, but it's good. Like, serious is, and in not a bad way. It's serious as in just everyone's head, you know, very straightforward, and we have a job to do, and yeah.
And with filming, I know that there are so many locations out there, but you said when you first started making the parodies that you binge watched a ton of Ghost Adventures. So out of all of the episodes you've seen, is there any location that you would like to reinvestigate?
While working on the show?
I mean, I don't think this one will ever happen, but Poveglia Island, like that episode just sticks with everybody. That episode scared the hell out of me. I would say Bobby Mackey's, but I've been there now, not with the Ghost Adventures crew, so I have seen it now, so I don't necessarily need to go back. It's a scary location. And then,
right.
I don't know, like Waverly Hills, like I've never been to before, but that's like a classic. Trans-Allegheny, like all those, all the big asylums and sanitariums. I haven't really been to many of those yet, only a couple. But
yeah,
honestly,
for sure. I mean, those are all.
Sometimes we go to a place though, we're just like when like on my way there, reading about the history and the stories. You're like, oh, this will be kind of, this will be creepy, but I've seen worse. And then you get to the location and it's like, oh my God, this is way worse than I thought it was. This is terrible. So it's always a hit or miss. It's crazy. It's hard to predict.
But on a lighter note, I know we have some callers.
Ooh, yeah, we have a caller
cool.
here, and it's somebody that actually made that banner that was posted too as well, and I want to thank her for that. So she submitted that over, and it's Christina333 on Twitter. So that's Christina with 2 E's, and we're bringing her into the show. Christina, you're on with Sophia and Dakota.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
Hey, Christina, how you doing?
Hey. Good. How are you?
Good. Just talking to you, hanging out.
Well, I'm just happy I got through because you're in a world of trouble now, dude.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
No, I'm just messing with you.
I know, my heart just dropped a little. Don't do that.
Oh, no, don't worry. I'll be easy.
What's up?
So, hey, my question to you. We all mostly get noticed for our successes in life, but most of those successes are created off the back end of our failures, for lack of a better word.
Mm-hmm.
I know I've learned best from my bad experiences. So, what, if any, unsuccessful attempts have you been able to learn from, and how has it affected your process?
Oh, yeah, that's a great question. That's such a good question because I've done so many projects that were potentially going to be huge things like sizzle reels for TV shows, some scripts I wrote that I tried to sell, and they don't work out. And especially like the sizzle reel TV show things, I've done a few now where I was like 16, 17, and 18 when I did 2 different sizzle reels, which are basically like pitches to networks for TV shows. And it's like a 6-month process for each one. And at the very end, just to get rejected, it really sucks. But you do, like you said, I learned so much from being rejected. But even just going through, like, my biggest takeaway with the sizzle reel stuff, and I got pretty far up there. Like, I was talking to MTV. They wanted the show. They actually acquired the rights to one of the shows and then ended up dropping it. But what I learned from all that was just, like, the fact that I attempted it, it made me have to, like, learn television and formatting of television shows and what TV shows and channels are looking for and how to even shoot television shows. And so, that didn't work for me. It didn't work when I was 16, 17, and 18. But now once I turned 21, I get the call from Zach to do Ghost Adventures. And, right when I hopped on that shoot, everything came very, very easy to me because I had already kind of practiced shooting for television. So that would be a big one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really important to let people know that anytime you hit a dead end, it's never a good idea to just turn around and go home.
Oh, totally.
Most people need to learn that you have got to find another way around because when you're kids, creativity, imagination, dreams, fantasy, that's all we have, and we tend to lose it when we get older.
Mhm. And sometimes, like,
So,
I would take no's as a huge inspiration. Like, all right, this person just said no to me. I want them in 5 years to look back and be like, damn it, that kid is successful now. I should have taken him on. Like, that's what whenever I get a no or anything, I take it as I try to get inspired from it.
God, which is so righteous that you said that because so many people don't follow through with that.
It's true.
Christina,
it's
thanks
totally
so much
true.
for the call. And again, thanks for the banner, too, as well.
Oh,
yeah,
guys,
thank you so much.
Not a problem. It was my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
All right,
Yeah.
thanks for
Thank
thanks for listening.
If you would like to call in like Christina, make sure to call in at 619-639-4606. And I know we have to take a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back with more questions.
This is author Alexandra Holzer, and you're listening to Ghost Host Sophia Temperilli.
Hi, this is Jeff Belanger, host of 30 Odd Minutes, founder of GhostVillage.com, and author of lots of your favorite paranormal books, and you're listening to the Ghost Host, Sophia, on LiveParanormal.com. Boo!
Hey, this is Zach Bagans from Ghost Adventures, and you are listening to the Ghost Host, Sophia Temperilli, on LiveParanormal.com.
Congratulations to the Ghost Host, Sophia Temperilli, for celebrating 7 years of broadcasting on LiveParanormal.com.
Thank you again for coming on today.
Yeah, no problem. I love doing this. It's a good time.
For sure. And can you tell us a little bit about your parody of Paranormal Activity 4 and how it initially felt when you hit 1 million views?
Yeah, this one's always funny to tell. The Paranormal Activity spoof I actually did for a school project in high school, and that's why the people who are in it aren't like the classic people who are in the YouTube videos. And I did it for a school project, and then when it was done, when I finished editing it, before I turned it in, I'm like, you know what, I'll just upload this to YouTube, why not? I did, and then like not too long after, it had gone almost up to 1 million. Now it's at like over 1 million, I think. But the funny story is that I got a B- or a B or something on that project, and I was just so pissed. I'm like, are you kidding me? I got 1 million views and I got a B? I was pissed off, but whatever.
And I believe we have a couple more callers.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, a little bit more than that. Thanks for sending everybody over, too. This queue is loaded here. So I'm going to bring one in here. We know her on Twitter. It's Girl Bree. She was actually on the last time you were on the show, and she's calling in to say hi, and you're on with Dakota and Sophia. As soon as this unloads, there we go. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, Dakota.
Hi.
I'll try not to freak out this time. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, too. I'm really good.
Okay. I have a question. Are you going to be on any more lockdowns?
I believe so. I believe you'll start to see me a little more here and there. It's definitely it's definitely a process. Like Zach wants to make sure I'm fully there, fully ready to take on some of these places. So it just kind of just depends on the location too. I feel like if it's a smaller location, it's harder to bring me on just because they already have 4 guys, and if it's a small like house, just once you throw a 5th guy in, it gets kind of cramped. But I think you will see me. It won't be for a little bit, but you'll start to see me more and more.
Okay, that's good. I was afraid Zach was gonna like lock you in a room by yourself like he does with Aaron.
I fear that day might be coming.
Yeah.
It definitely could.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, thanks for the call, Brian, for all the support.
Thank you.
And all the support as well.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, thank you for calling in.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Bree. Yeah, and again, she's on Twitter at YaGirlBree. And yeah, here we have, let's see, we have a 206 area code. Hi, 206, what's your first name?
Me?
Yeah. Yeah, you.
I'm
206.
I'm Janine. Hello. I'm Janine.
Janine,
hey,
you're on with Dakota and Sophia.
Wow, I was hoping so because I literally have the flu for once, and you were talking about how you hate not being able to do anything. I'm quarantined. I'm the most active person, and I all I can do now is I'm binge watching Ghost Adventures.
Hell yeah.
I did have some. First of all, I wanted to say something. It's interesting that you brought up that you've been really working on this your whole life, and as an artist myself, I can remember as kids doing spoof videos, even when we didn't have YouTube and stuff. I mean, I'm not that old, but I mean, the internet didn't really come around, like Facebook and all this Twitter stuff until, just recently mostly, and, really exploding on the scene. And so when I was like, 6 or 7 years old, we had like a whole setup doing the, with the VHS camera, doing SNL Live and all that stuff, and, we were always doing that. And then, so, I mean, and my whole life I've dreamt of being a documentarian. So listening to you talk, now I'm doing like bubble videos live on Facebook with no script. I just get on, and I've made so many mistakes. One of them was I didn't know I was entirely upside down.
Oh gosh, classic.
Yeah, but so anyway, you were really inspirational because I do get a lot of critics. I'm on YouTube. I'm on, and I get critics, and I go, oh no, but I am learning that through my critics. What you said is true. Through my critics, I learn more from that. Like next time, I won't be upside down. But my other question for you is because I have had, and I don't know if other callers have experienced this. I have had and this is on a more serious note. I have had a life that is, I'm a skeptic believer. I'm a very scientific person, but at the same time, like I mean, I have to really have proof to believe what I'm believing. But at the same time, I've had so many experiences from the time I was like 5 on that I cannot debunk. I mean, like what 5-year-old knows about astral projection and visions and angels? And can save people's lives, and understands that there's a war going on around them. I mean, this doesn't occur to most people.
Right.
And also my question to you recently in the last 6 years, I myself personally have attained an attachment. And it's very easy for me, I think, because I think I give off some kind of weird EMF field because I'm epileptic. And so, like, I think I have, like, a big most epileptics actually have this experience. Like, if you ask them, if they have real epilepsy, they give off a lot of electricity. We can shut down, like, microwaves and stuff if we have a seizure. So, like, I'm sure, like, spirits are like, wow, like, put me in the haunted house, and I'm sure the whole place might implode. I mean, you are really inspiring, and sorry, I'm a little nervous. I'm not used to being on TV. I'm just some real girl who I want to make documentaries. You're an absolute inspiration to me. But I do have a situation, and I want to know, how do you cleanse yourself? Like, I cannot get rid of these things. As a matter of fact, on the radio show, they're acting up.
Yeah.
It really is like living with, I have to live with, like, essentially pesky house ghosts or guests.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, my best advice for you, I'm not even probably the most qualified person to give you advice, but I definitely have some experience now with this, and I would tell you to find like a pastor or someone who can do a proper blessing. That's always been my go-to whenever I have, like, attachments. I would find someone, maybe even in your area, who you can go to occasionally, especially, like you say, if you get attachments a lot, someone who can constantly kind of be on call. And I would go that route. And the other thing, too, is just try not, I mean, it is a battle inside, too. You have to fight it yourself, and I would try not to give it the attention maybe that it wants from you, because that's always something. If you ignore it, if you give it attention, it's going to only get worse.
So I do know we have a few more callers.
Yeah,
I have been told. Hello? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
I'm
I'm Jamie.
Sophia.
Awesome.
Jamie.
Thank you guys for having me. Hi.
Yeah. What's up?
Not much. I just had a question. Thanks for having me on the show. I was just wondering, first of all, congratulations on your job position on Ghost Adventures.
Thank you. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, no problem. That's awesome. My question to you was, it was kind of silly. How have you, like, adjusted to being on the set? Have you experienced any doubts, or has everything really been positive for you?
Everything's been really positive. I mean, I was doubtful going into it a little bit, just knowing that I'm like 20 years old, and they're older than me and more mature than me, and they've been living this lifestyle of hunting ghosts for almost 10 years.
Right.
And just all of that, you have your doubts, but they were like every single one of them, Jay, Billy, Aaron, Zach, they were super, super just embracing, and I had tons of questions too, especially because they had it down to such a system, their shooting, just because they've been doing it so long. They had everything just nailed, like no seconds are wasted. And
that's amazing.
So, but they just totally took me under their wing, and after about 2-3 shoots, I was like 100% comfortable, and I understood everything. And
that's
so
amazing, yeah.
Now it's just been fun just to improve, and I don't know, it definitely was a very positive experience.
Well, that's great. I'm really happy that you're enjoying being on the show and stuff and working behind the scenes, which I'm sure is amazing, all the equipment and stuff like that. I'm sure you picked it right up, of course. I also want to congratulate you on your recent skit of the Satan Games thing. I've always been a really big supporter.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. That was actually a really old short film that I decided to post.
Right.
We'll be doing more soon. Like I said, I'm moving to Las Vegas in 2.5 months. And once we get there, we'll have a lot more open, free time to really shoot some more short films and stuff, too. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, thanks for the call, Jamie. Here we have New York. We have a
thank you.
Yeah, we have a 607 area code. Hi, what's your first name?
I think that's me. 607?
Yeah, that's you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay, cool. Hi.
What's your name?
How are you guys today? I'm in Jayla.
What's up? I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm good, thanks. I just had a question because since I've been like a Ghost Adventures, sorry, I'm like caught off guard. But I've been a Ghost Adventures fan since the beginning, and like
Me
I was
too.
always a believer in that stuff. Yeah, heyo. And I didn't like believe the darker side of it. I don't know, like I knew there was another side and stuff. But since like watching Ghost Adventures, it's really opened like my perspective on like what's out there and the negative energy and positive energy. And one of the I think it's from the new season, the Sin City Exorcism. I was curious because I mean you got caught on camera like a little bit and you were like comforting that guy's girlfriend. What was it like experiencing something like that? Because I mean we're safe in the comfort of our own homes, still freaking out, but for being actually there in that presence, I can't even imagine what it's like.
Yeah, that's actually really interesting because those are some of the hardest episodes to film. I've done 2 of them with them now, where they're personal household cases where someone in the family is either like possessed or really affected, and those are insane because there is no guessing what's going to happen. Like that episode, the Sin City Exorcism, our game plan for that night was that we were just going to sit in the living room with the bishop and the family and just kind of talk, and then at some point they would investigate the house a little bit. That was like the game plan. But then we went into the living room to talk, and from that, like 5 minutes into that conversation, it took a huge turn, and boom, we were like right into the lockdown investigation mode. The bishop had to perform an exorcism on the guy, and it was so intense. Like, those are the episodes that when we're done filming and it's over and it's 4 a.m. and we're wrapping, or you just like you just totally forget how much time has just passed, and it's just you're sweating and scared, and those ones are scary. Gosh, that was a good question. That's one of the episodes that definitely affected me a lot. Was just seeing, I don't know, those are the ones that will turn people who aren't believers into believers, because you see this isn't an insane asylum. This isn't a jail or a sanatorium, places you'd think would be creepy. This is just some normal house, and what happens is it's happening to these families is just so intense, and it makes you realize, like, oh, you don't really have to be at some creepy-looking location. It could be the most innocent-looking spots that have it the worst.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that must have been, a very intense experience to firsthand see an exorcism.
Yeah, so it's crazy.
Hello?
Hi, 626? Yeah, hi, you're on with Dakota
Hi.
Radio. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Alyssa.
What's up, Alyssa?
Hi. I didn't even think I was going to be on, so thank you for having me. The only question that I have is, out of I don't know if you've been to the locations recently that they filmed in California, but what is the craziest place that you've been to and actually experienced, anything touchy or physical like that made you think, wow, what the fuck?
Yeah, in California or anywhere?
Yeah, or I don't know if you were, when they came to Hollywood, to the,
yeah, I was with those ones.
Was it?
The wax, not the wax museum, the, what's it called? Ripley's Believe It or Not, and then the alley.
Yeah.
Those were really creepy, but I would probably revert to Zach's museum again when saying just touch-wise and creeped out factor, especially because when we were filming the episode there, it was just us and there was no tours or anything, so I was very alone in the museum a lot of the time.
Right.
And I would say Zach's museum is one of those top haunts for me where I actually got touched and affected and scratched even.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten touched before in other locations, but it's more of just a kind of a bump or a tap, and it's nothing as in your face as a scratch on the back.
Right.
So I would say Zach's museum so far has been really one of the more intense places.
Right.
I've actually been there before, and it's actually really intense. My friend got scratched as well, and I didn't get scratched at all. I was okay. But after seeing my friend, the actual scratch on his arm, it was pretty wild, and that definitely made me believe that there's spirits lurking, and they can affect you.
Yeah,
for sure.
Totally.
Yeah.
That would be a good start for people who want to get something or experience maybe something. Is start at the museum.
Yeah, thanks for the call, Alyssa. We're going to take another one here.
You.
607. And yeah, it's towards the end of the show, so we're just gonna. Yeah, what's your name? 607 area code. Oh wait, there.
Am I still on?
Let's see. Let's see. We got a. Oh wait, I see what it is. It's I'm sorry. It's a 206. It's a Seattle number. Hi, what's your name? You're on with Dakota and Sophia.
Am I still on? I've just been listening.
Oh, okay. We got people that they call in to listen too. So. Yeah, let's see.
I'm
here.
listening because, Dakota, I just wanted to say thank you. I'm sorry I was a little nervous, but you are very inspirational, and congratulations. Seriously,
Yeah, Janine.
Congratulations. Yeah, congratulations. And you really inspired me. I want to make documentaries, and what you said was so inspiring. I'm sitting up here and very ill, but I don't care. I want to hear your show, and I've been following you. I watched you the first time you were on Ghost Adventures. I saw you with your dad.
That's awesome.
And that was so cool. So I've been watching your whole career, and it's awesome. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I just posted on Twitter how awesome the show is.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, Janine. Get better.
By the way, I live in Seattle.
Yeah, I think you feel better soon.
So, yeah, thank you. And you know what? I live in Seattle, so you know what? I do know a lot of bands. We are still the hub of bands. I am connected to a lot of bands. So if you want to rock on over here, I can connect you up with studios and people, dude. I can connect you up. Bands I do know a lot of. Rock on, Dakota.
Perfect.
I'll get better, and we'll.
Well, thank you for coming on today, Dakota. I know we're coming towards the end of the show, but are there any websites, upcoming interviews, or events that you would like to mention?
No, nothing crazy. Usually the stuff that happens is pretty last minute, but nothing to promote. If people want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram or Snapchat, whatever, I post a lot of random crazy videos on there. And yeah, I was thinking about doing like a Facebook Live or an Instagram Live soon, one of these days, just to do more question type things like this, so I can talk to everybody. I'll definitely be on again.
Yeah, thank you so much, and have a great weekend.
See you guys. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, thanks.
All right, bye.
Yeah. And congratulations again. Well, great show today, Sophia.
Definitely, Dakota is such a great guest. I want to thank everyone who called in today and listened. The show definitely would not be possible without all of the listeners, and I will talk to you guys again next week. Bye.
Hey, this is Zach Bagans from Ghost Adventures, and you are listening to the Ghost Host Sophia Temperilli on LiveParanormal.com.